is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got done watching for the very first time Sky High. Sky High is a 2005 Disney film, which I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect going into this. It's been a movie that I've heard about for years, always been curious about, but with Disney movies, especially movies that came out when I was past the age of seeing it or maybe enjoying it as much as I think I would, I get worried. I'm like, is this going to be too cheesy? Is it going to hold up? Am I going to hate it when everybody else likes it? This was directed by Mike Mitchell. And the plot. The plot is we meet Will Stronghold, who is the son of two superheroes. Because in this world, there are superheroes. Yes, this is a superhero movie, and his two parents, Kurt Russell and Kelly Preston, they're the most famous and well-known, most fantabulous superheroes on the planet. And Will's trying to live up to that. And the problem, though, is that he hasn't even developed his superpowers yet. So it's hard. He's going to Sky High, which is a high school for superhero kids. So he's dealing with that. So much more happens, but before I get to any of that, I want to talk about how I feel. How I feel about Sky High is I really enjoyed this film. I did. I had a blast. I loved it. Honestly, it's funny to say because, like I said, with Disney movies, it can be really cheesy, very over the top. The acting can be bad, and I didn't know what to expect. But I instantly fell in love with the premise. Maybe it's because it's superheroes. I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker for superheroes. But when you see Kurt Russell and Kelly Preston as the superhero parents, I instantly thought of a live action The Incredibles. This just felt right, especially seeing Kurt Russell in a superhero costume. It just felt right. I would absolutely watch a movie with the two of them. It was sad for me to see Kelly Preston because obviously she passed away. She was very good in the movie and she's very attractive, so there's that. But again, the two of them, I like that dynamic. I like that they set up that they have a history of being as great of heroes as they were. Their son, Will Stronghold, is played by Michael Angarino. I don't know. This isn't an actor that I am all too familiar with, but I thought he was fine. He filled the role that he had to fill as far as being the shy kid who's trying to get by, who is up to these impossible feats of trying to maintain this. At first, I thought his character was going to be predictable, just in the sense of, oh, I don't have powers. Look at me, I'm a loser. And then the very end of the movie is when he finally develops them and he gets to save the day. Where, no, he develops his powers a little before the halfway point of this movie. He has super strength. He stands up to getting bullied in school. He becomes the cool, popular kid. And that took me for a twist. That surprised me because you got to see how his character dealt with that. Dealt with all of the popularity. Dealt with not being able to sit with his friends as much as he'd like to. I thought that was a lot more interesting than where I assumed they were going to go with him. Some of the other cast, you have Danielle Panabaker, who plays his best friend, Layla. This is an actress that I swear she pops up in so many things that I've been watching lately. TV shows, movies. I don't know. I guess I didn't realize how often this girl works. But I liked her character because, like I said, she's the best friend. I assumed that Will would have been the one who was pining over her, who was secretly in love with her, but never brave enough to tell her. But it was the other way around. She always had a thing for him. She was in love with him, and she couldn't muster up the courage to tell him, and he was too oblivious to realize it. I liked the change. I liked the changing of its head there. Mary Elizabeth Winstead plays Gwen Grayson. I loved her in this movie. It goes without saying that I'm going to love Mary Elizabeth Winstead in anything that I see her in, so I guess there's that. But also, watching her in this movie, she's the popular girl, she's the cool girl. It's not that hard to buy into that. She's a great actress, even in her younger years, where she comes off likable. Yes, she's popular, and she starts dating Will at some point, so you think that you're not supposed to trust her, or you're not going to trust her. But again, it's that smile. It's something about her, too, where you go like, yeah, I hope she's good. I hope she means well. And then I love what they do with her for the later portion of the movie. Bruce Campbell plays the gym coach, or coach in general. He's basically the one who tells the kids, he tests out the kids' powers and tells them, you're either going to be a hero or a sidekick. And I found that quite hilarious, the montage of seeing what every powers these kids have. For a Disney Channel movie, look, I'm not saying that it's amazing, like Avengers level special effects, but for whatever they had, it looks pretty decent. A lot of these effects look decent enough to where I was able to go with it, even 15 or so years later. Lynda Carter plays the principal. That was a nice casting, being Wonder Woman and all, but I liked her in the role. And also, sure, you have the moments with bullies in the high school, but the movie wasn't, again, emphasized on that. It wasn't a huge part of it. You had the two guys in particular who, one, the fattest kid in the school was the Flash. Explain that to me. How is he so fat, but yet he can run so fast? And then the other kid was Mr. Fantastic, I guess. But other than that, I was more into the main villain plot. I'm not going to get into it and what entails in it, but again, I thought that was a lot more interesting, and that's where the story gravitated to the most. Also, I like the subplot of this character, Warren Pierce. He was the son of a villain that Will's father locked away, so he instantly hated Will for that reason. I thought he would end up being this huge major villain, especially after that big fight scene that they have in the cafeteria where he lights on fire and destroys half the whole damn school. But again, I liked where his character went. I liked when he started to soften up and hang out with the group of kids. So yeah, this movie was a hell of a lot better than it should have been. This movie should have been too cheesy, too lame, too dumb for me to get into at the age that I am. I'm a grown-ass man. But yeah, I still enjoyed Sky High very much. It's definitely a movie that I would buy one day, watch multiple times. I had that much fun with it. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Sky High. What do you think of it? Did you grow up on it? Is this a movie that you've seen it multiple times? Have you not seen it? Have you not heard of it? Maybe now you're interested, curious. Hopefully I did that for you. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Oh yeah!